Okay, so it is November 1st, and it's a kind of eventful morning. As you can hear, as you can see, I've got loads of stuff behind me as we're still trying to get things kind of cleaned up around here from 40 years worth of stuff. But, yeah. Here's my yard now. All my trees, but the chainsaws are going. They're up painting trees right now. Pretty soon, I'm not gonna have much of these trees that you see behind me and around me. Within the next few days, they're all coming down. Some are getting torn up by the roots, which, I mean, like this one here, he's dangerous. Yeah. Next door neighbor's been trying to get Mom to cut him down for years because he's a danger to our house. Those giant maples behind it. You can hear them out there. Oh, they don't have the digger yet. Oh, they moved the digger. So we're out this way. I'm trying to stay in the house, but they got the car over here, so, you know. They've brought the, they're working right back here, so, yeah, I'm gonna probably turn my camera around here. Holy shit. Yeah, they made a nice path through my trees, so, look at here. They're working back up in there. So, at least they've saved this. They're gonna leave this clump of trees for me because I love it. It's gorgeous. It's not gonna hurt anything. There's a few of them that are dead and fallen, but you know, they're not a danger. They're just too little. So, they're gonna leave that group. Lots of these guys gotta go because they're a danger to the power lines. So, they're cutting, they're pushing over, I can smell the dirt. This hurts. This really hurts. Yeah. These woods have been my friends for 40 freaking years. They're gorgeous. I love them. But so many of them are so dangerous. Anyway, and it'll help pay down the loan on the property. And it'll help get me a new well. So that I can actually not have to go outside and grab rainwater to flush a toilet or do laundry or something when water's low, because like right now, we don't have any water in the well. We have drinking water, you know. Ooh, we heat it up. So hopefully soon, by the end of the year, I'll have a new well, you know. But like all of these, those could hit the house. These giant maples in the front yard, or in the backyard here, are gonna go. Same thing with these cedars. Did cut branches off of them, but they're not in good shape. You know, these should have gone before the house came in, but these can't be pulled up by the roots. So, none of these can be pulled up by the roots because I got water lines running through the root system of these two. Look at how big those are. Go way up. Those branches are so dangerous. And these two giant cedars up here. I mean, we're living on borrowed time with those. We have been. My other reason these cannot get pulled up by the roots, I got trilliums planted here. My dad loved the trilliums. Like 40 years ago, would tromp through the woods and gather them up. He called them wild lilies. He had no idea what they were then. So, most of these are hemlocks. And my mom called this her enchanted forest. And I love it. I really love this. And it's going to kill me to see this section go. There goes a tree. It's a fallen. There goes a big one. But it's going to kill me to see this section of the forest go. But they're all hemlocks. Shallow root system. Shallow roots this close to the house. I mean, I'm like right next to my house here. Shallow roots with those tall trees. I'm going to lose something. You know. Fir has a big anchor root. So we're going to replant with fir. Hopefully they can do this without disturbing my hollies. I really, really would like them to leave this because it's so cool, but it's so fucking dangerous. I know it's dangerous, but it's amazing. It's an amazing log. I remember running on this thing when I was little. This used to be like our pirate ship. But look at that. It's just so cool, you know. And the root system on this fucker. Look at that. Look at those roots. They're gorgeous. But this tree growing right out of it, that was a branch of the original. That's so dangerous. All of this is, I mean, it's a tree that fell, and this is there. I've got trees growing out of the root system. They're amazing. It's an amazing piece of forestry of Mother Nature, but it's not conducive to human life next to it. And I've got kids to think about. I've got a future to think about. You know. I know realistically this has got to go. They're too tall. They're gonna go over. They're angled the wrong way. They're gonna hit the house. I mean, all we need, especially after they take these down. Now, this gorgeous maple here, he's not going. At least not right away. Because look at those. Look at that. All these borals right here. All those things where insects made nests in and caused like little pockets. People pay good money for those kind of stumps to build tables and decorative instruments out of, because it's just so beautiful. So, you know, I mean, like this one, this poor tree. You know, it's diseased. I can't have it. This used to be our... So, I remember actually riding on this tree as a horse. Years ago when I was little. My daddy put me up there on it. Probably give a chance for my... I'll have huckleberries again. The Wild Northwest huckleberries. I got several growing out of stumps. They're going to finally get some sunlight and do beautiful things. I've got holly trees. I got lots of holly trees that can grow again out here. There's lots of cedar saplings. Lots of ferns. Ferns like the shade more. But, you know... Actually, we've got some ferns that are quite thriving in the sunlight. I'm going to have to get a goat to eat all the blackberries that are going to start popping up here. But I'll plant raspberries. I'll probably get some Japanese maples, some fruit trees. This one has got to go. It's growing out of an old burned out stump, and I remember when this was just a sapling. This was a little bitty tree. You know, I remember when that was a big tree, and I remember this stump. I remember this stump right here was a forked hemlock that sat right outside my dad's bedroom. Because my parents had separate rooms because they had separate sleeping needs, and my dad snored like a truck. Yeah, that was actually a hemlock that had mothered another one and forked off, because actual evergreens don't fork unless they're injured or they're both growing out of the same stump. So maple trees fork. Just an FYI, deciduous trees will fork. Evergreens will not. So if you ever see a forked evergreen, it's because it has been damaged in some way and two branches have actually grown into two separate trees, or it's been a mother stump. So, or a nurse stump, that's what they call it, a nurse stump. Yeah, I know, I have to fix the window. That's in my bathroom. It's been broken for 30 years. All of a sudden, the sun just, I don't know, heat hit that window, and it just went and fell out. So Dad boarded it up, and it's been that same way ever since. So it's one of the first windows we got to get replaced, along with the kitchen window and a front window on the house that my oldest son broke being stupid years ago. So, oh yeah, and my old bedroom window in the back, because the cold cracked that when I was about 10. Woke up one morning with a crack through our window. It's been like that ever since. So, you know. All this gorgeous color's gonna go. Although that one back there is the one, that gorgeous one right back there, that maple with all that beautiful color. That's the one with the borals in it. So, hopefully they don't squash my lilacs and my giant huckleberry bush. Maybe not my rhododendron back here. So, you know. And I've got an apple tree here. It's leaning. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's going to have to get hoisted up somehow so that it doesn't grow all wonky and fall into the house when it gets bigger. It's got 5 different varieties grafted on it. So, they might squash my rhodies. I've got about 20 of them around here, and 6 or 7 azaleas that my dad's planted over the years. I got 2 left here, 3. 3 left here in the, nope, 2. 2 left here. One's kind of growing its branch into another rhododendron. So, you know, get that done. Did the survey yesterday, found out that part of the neighbor's spa's on our side. So, we're gonna talk to, so the property owners are going to talk to, the weird things I find in the yard. Property owners are going to talk to neighbors next door, see if we can just exchange a section of land for a section of land, so that, you know, make everybody happy, since they didn't do a survey before they built, so that was kind of weird. But, you know, I can't, yet the neighbors that owned it before them, I don't know why they didn't do the survey or go by the, yeah, so, measure out well enough, so, because Mom and Dad would not have been too happy about a section of the spa being on their property. My mother would have thrown a fit. Anyway, that's wandering around my property for at least a little bit anyway. I'll show you some of my woods later. But right now, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to make me a hot cup of tea because I'm freezing. All right. Guys, have...